Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope that you guys had a great time on Thanksgiving with your families and you're able to enjoy the holidays. I've got something that, or a few things that I've been working on, and I felt like it would be beneficial if I shared that with you guys as well. Maybe you guys are struggling with the same things that I've been struggling with. First off, one is my story. I really need to crispen that up, and the story is really, really important. I started with Advocare about 3 years ago. My buddy Chad, who is also in the same line of work that I did, we work in the fitness industry. He told me about this company called Advocare. He had talked to me about it a bit before, but it was 3 years ago when I decided to become a part of it. He welcomed me to this community of people that focused on leadership and building relationships. The product of that, or the service that we created, was helping people find solutions, whether it be energy, weight loss, performance in the gym, or an extra source of income in their house. That was what we worked on doing, but through that, it required that you grow yourself. Something that I've spoken on before, and it's something that is hard for me to speak about in front of big groups of people, is personal development. I am really trying to spend a lot of time working on that. Public speaking is one area that I really struggle, so even making this video is kind of jittering my nerves a little bit, but I want to be very transparent. The personal development aspect of what we're doing in this business is one of the biggest things that attracts me to it. There are any number of levels of success that you can find in Advocare if you apply yourself, but each level of success that you're going to find requires a different level of you, requires a different level of discipline, of commitment, of focus, and it requires you to grow as a person and as a leader so that you can show other people how to grow themselves as well. But guys, starting with a plan is such a big deal. We've got to find a place to start. The plan that, whether it be that you want to make $200 a month with Advocare, you want to make $1,000 a month, whatever your goals may be, the goal or the plan that you start with is not the plan that's going to get you there, but the purpose of the plan is to get you in action, to get you in motion. So many times we try to figure out where we're going to put each step on that staircase to success, but we don't even take the first step. So a plan is going to help you to get started, and you've got to be able to act accordingly along the way and adjust that plan when you need to. One of the biggest things that I see that holds me back is going to be no's. Feeling like I've failed at something, feeling like I just don't know where to go next, or I've tried my best and it's not working. But guys, we've got to have this heart of ferocious vision, of just this design that you have for your life, that you're willing to put everything aside for and commit everything towards. When you have that level of passion and that level of commitment towards a purpose, you'll find a way to get there. Guys, I know that each of you have an extreme potential in multiple areas. You guys have the potential for extreme success and as well as extreme failure. But what is going to change is going to be your daily actions. What is going to dictate which route you choose is going to be the daily actions, the mindset that you have, the philosophy that you carry with you in the things that you do. Whether it be building relationships with people, or whether it be your finances, or your relationship at home, or your health and how you take care of yourself. You have to understand that the small, insignificant things that you do every day really do matter. Because even though going to the gym right now, today, or making that healthy choice, or making a budget today, or sticking to your budget today, even though those small things may not make a big difference today, you've got to understand that the philosophy that you approach those things with are what makes a difference, because you carry that philosophy with you day in and day out, night and day, day after day after day. You make similar types of decisions based off of that same philosophy and that same mindset. So if we can understand that the small things we do every day do add up to remarkable results, completely game-changing results, that in lies the route to success. It takes complete commitment. I just got back from a training called No Limits in Texas, and a big part of what I got out of that was really being able to look at the man in the mirror and seeing what I am and I'm not doing, and being honest with myself. Areas that I needed to grow and step up. I've been struggling because I don't feel like I see the growth that I want to see in my business. But a big part of that is because I've stopped growing. They say if your business isn't growing, it's because you're not. And that was really true. And what I got to see was that I really need to become more disciplined. Ron Reynolds, one of the quotes that he said that stuck with me was, if you can't make your bed, you're never going to get rich. And the idea behind that was that if you can't be disciplined just for the sake of being disciplined, you're never going to make it to success, because that's what success requires. You won't be successful if you don't do things just because you know that's what you need to be doing, or that's what you see as important, is doing the little things that seem insignificant at the time, just because you know that's what needs to be done. And then as well, I'm holding myself accountable to that. For the past 2 weeks, guys, my bed has been made every day. And that's not some kind of huge feat of success, but what is happening underneath that you can't see is my mind's changing. I'm looking at the small details and seeing them for what they are. I'm looking, Chad, my buddy Chad Venesia, had set a goal for himself to read a book a month. I set that same goal, and since then I am on track to, it's in 3 days, the month is going to be over, and I will have my book finished in 2 days, and I'll be going to the next book. And I've got a stack of about 9 or 10 books at my house that are on the hit list. And I plan to hopefully get through those in more than a book a month. But what I'm all kind of dialing down to right here is that, guys, outside of high school, I didn't read. I'm not a reader. But what I want, my goals require me to be more than I am. And the only way that I can do that is by stealing the wisdom that those that went before me have laid out in front of us. So reading, making my bed every day, the small disciplines, guys, I'm looking at things differently. Being present in the moment is another thing that I'm really, really trying to focus on, because so often I'll be catching myself in a conversation with somebody about Advocare, and I've already got this preconceived notion, I've already got this idea of what I can give them. And they're sitting here talking to me, telling me about their life, opening up to me, and I'm not there in the moment. I'm thinking about how I'm going to explain to them what I want to put in front of them. But what I'm missing is what they're telling me they need, or where they're ready to start, or the important things that let them know I'm there. Guys, we gotta, in this pursuit of what we want in life and in Advocare and just really everything, we've got to be honest with ourselves. Are we doing the things that require you to grow as a person? Are you doing the things that you know you need to be doing to make get that next step towards your next goal? Write down your goals. I took a second to write down, about 5-10 goals. And what I'm trying to do right there, guys, is I'm holding myself accountable. I want to see my business grow, but as well, before I can do that, I have to take the opportunity to grow others. And what that means is, I am nowhere near where I need to be in my life, in my, my personal journey, in my financial journey, in my spiritual journey. Guys, today I went to church for the first time in a long time. And it's not because I didn't want to go. It's because I didn't make it a point to. I wasn't disciplined enough to get up and use the opportunity to be in a place that I know I needed to be. Why? Because at that time, one Sunday wasn't that big of a deal. Missing one sermon wasn't that big of a deal. But it was that philosophy that also kept me, or made it to where I missed 2 or 3 months worth of sermons. Every little thing you do counts. The book I'm reading right now is called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Guys, go out and read that book. If you don't feel like by the end of that book that it has completely changed your philosophy on how you're going to approach goals, set goals, and walk through your daily life, let me know. I'll buy that book from you. I'll hand it to somebody on my team. That book was loaned to me through Chad. Since then, I bought 2 versions for myself. I just reread it a second time. Step out of your comfort zone, guys. And 2, don't give up on people. Just because you've talked to somebody and you know that this could change their life, this opportunity, what we've got here, just because you know this could change their life or change their situation, or that they could just be really good at it, if they're not willing to hear it right there, don't let a no keep you from talking to them about this again. Wait, give them time, give them their space, respect them where they are, and love them. Chad talked to me about this opportunity for a year, and I didn't want any part of it. Since I said yes to Advocare, since I decided, and about a year after I said yes to Advocare was the first point to where I became coachable. I said yes, I did it my way, and it didn't work. After I started to become coachable, Chad put books in front of me. Guys, dig into your sponsors. Talk to them. If you're not in touch with your sponsor and you have serious goals, you need to be in touch with them. They're going to tell you that next step. They've been there. Everything has changed in my situation, guys. I needed this, and Chad knew I needed this, but I didn't know I needed this. Keep an open heart, keep an open mind. Speak with strength, speak with confidence. What we have, no one else has. We have something so unique and so powerful that people don't believe it when you explain it to them the first time. Give it time. These people will come around and you will change their life. And that's kind of the best part about Advocare. That's all I got for right now, guys. I hope that maybe I didn't ramble too much. Maybe I was able to touch on some subjects that maybe somebody else is struggling with. I really need to focus on my story. I need to be held accountable to the goals I was just telling y'all about. I'm going to keep making new goals. But this is some important stuff to me. If you guys have any feedback, if you guys have any comments, concerns, anything that I could add to this or that you think I could benefit from that you're struggling with, please reach out to me, guys. This is a community thing and we need to lock arms. We're stronger as a team. I love y'all. Have a great day.